Man, that guy's crazy as a peach orchard boar. You ever heard that before? You ever wonder where something like that could come from? And how did it ever become to mean somebody's crazy? I'm gonna tell you, right here on Fun Fact Friday, folks. Hey folks, welcome back to Fun Fact Friday right here with Homestead Junkers. Guys, have you ever heard a saying and you wonder where did that come from? Well, my best friend in high school, his dad was one of those guys that had a saying for everything. I mean, if there was a situation that needed to be described, this guy had a saying for it. And one of the ones that we heard him say a lot was, that guy or that woman is as crazy as a peach orchard boar. What on earth does that mean, and how could that ever become to mean somebody's crazy? Well, I found out, and let me tell you why. And it's got to do with these pigs right here. Guys, these pigs back here are called Gloucestershire Old Spot pigs. They come from Gloucestershire, England, and they are the original orchard pig. If you've ever heard a restaurant or anything refer to a pig as an orchard pig, these pigs, like O'Donna Land back here, trying to just kind of mellow out for the end of the day. She's probably had a rough go today. She's probably had to move spots 3 or 4 times, depending on where the shade is, right? That's an orchard pig. That's what an orchard pig is. How did orchard pigs become known as orchard pigs? And that's because back in the day, whenever people had orchards and they had picked all of the fruit that they wanted out of the orchard and some of it had fallen to the ground, they would turn the pigs in to go in and clean up the orchards, right? Why let all that good fruit go to waste? Well, what happens to fruit after it's been on the ground for a while? The same thing that happens to it when you put it in that crock or that fermenting tank. It ferments and it turns into alcohol. And so they would turn the pigs in these old orchards, and they'd get drunk. Well, I don't know much about what a pig's like when it's drunk, but I know a lot about what pigs are whenever they're sober, and a pig's about half crazy when they're sober. Except for maybe Donna, because Donna, as you can see, she's pretty laid back. So that's where the old saying come from. So if somebody compared you to being as crazy as a peach orchard boar, holy moly, you must have been pretty crazy, right? That's your fun fact for Friday right here on Homestead Junkers. Tune in next week. We've got something kind of special for you. It involves an old outhouse, a shovel, and a big treasure. What could that be? We'll tell you about it next week. Thanks for joining us, folks.